Do I need to learn Linux? Yes, I would definitely learn Linux. Linux is hot as hell. I don't talk about Linux enough, but Linux Linux was also life changing, because Linux, like, here's the thing about Linux command line. Linux is on, and it's something people don't talk about. With Linux, you can not only do scripting, but you can work on several other platforms. You can work on different variants of Unix, have the same commands as Linux. What else? Linux also, the back end of a lot of systems are Linux based. Like if you go into the back end of a Cisco router, a Juniper router, I want to say even Palo Alto, most firewalls are all Linux based. So as soon as you know basic Linux commands like ls, list command, ls, change directory commands, print working directory commands, basic commands of Linux have gotten me through firewalls, have gotten me through switches, have gotten me, like, once you know Linux, like, you know several other things. There's several other commands you can do, and just knowing basic stuff like ls, help, print working directory, change directory, copy, cp, space file name to some other directory. Once you know the structure, it makes sense. And that doesn't even take a lot to learn it. It's not even that complicated. No one says learn Splunk. Where I guess he says, where can I learn Splunk ArcSight to the developer extent? Any suggestions on instructions, courses on Udemy or any other online platform? I don't know that Udemy or any of these other platforms will teach Splunk or ArcSight. I've not seen them. You could probably look them up. There's probably some YouTube videos that teach like basic. People know how to do it. Not many people know how to do content. It's so niche that right now, I don't know if it ever get popular, but it's so niche that it's so hard to find people who do it. And so they're willing to pay, especially people who have experience in it, like years of experience. Yeah, they will pay the hell out of you for Splunk and ArcSight. But would I recommend? The best place to learn would be in a corporation. Like the best place to learn would be to get into a security operations center, that our cyber analyst position, and learn hands-on. Because a lot of times the cyber analyst position is so broad. Like when you get in, cyber analyst means you're monitoring data coming in and out of a network. And it's usually like a shift work position. It sucks. You're in a box with no windows and shit. It sucks. It sucks, man. I personally don't like the environment. But the experience that I got from doing that, it was life-changing. It's a whole nother perspective of security that really changed my career path. Like it put this whole extra feature on me. You know what I mean? It's like, if you ever played D&D, it's like I went from a warrior class 2 to a mage. To a mage 3, Yeah, the best place to learn would be in a cybersecurity analyst position where you're using several different tools. Because usually cyber analyst positions, you're using vulnerability scanners, you're using IPSs, IDSs, you're analyzing logs and stuff. And then they'll have like, okay, and then we also have Splunk, or we also have ArcSight, and here it is. And then you'll have ArcSight guys, or you'll have Splunk guys, or whatever. You want to work with them and then learn as much as possible. And a lot of times, like surprisingly enough, I asked those guys questions and they were more than willing to help me learn. They were excited to help me learn. That's the best place to learn. Not on an online course. I'm sure there's courses out there that can get you preliminary, and like maybe one of these days I'll release some of my own personal notes from ArcSight, but it's probably outdated now, so I don't know how useful it would be. Do I need to learn Linux? Yep, you do. Hawkeye says, wow, is Kali Linux the same? Yes, so Linux is Linux, right? So once you learn, the thing about Kali Linux though is that there's specific commands to security hacks. So CEH, if you're doing CEH, then Kali Linux is gonna really be dope to know. But if you don't know Linux, what I would recommend is like creating like in your house. This is what I did to learn. I just got myself a spare computer, an old system, and I loaded Ubuntu on it, or you can load or just put Kali Linux on it and just do basic commands with that. Just learn stuff on your own, just to learn basic commands. I bought a course on Udemy, and I'm also currently learning the Splunk fundamentals for free. That's really good. Splunk is money. Hawkeye, feel free to share that link. Yeah, share that link if you found somewhere to learn for free. Splunk is good stuff. But again, I stand by my words. Like, the best place to learn is actually get experience, get into a field where you're doing cyber analyst work, and then learn it that way, hands-on, and get a mentor. Somebody will mentor you through it and show you how they do it, and then you'll start to develop your own skills.